I'm having difficulty with the Herbin supple wickless sealing wax sticking to my seal. I have tried moistening the seal with breath, even dipping it in water, but the wax still wants to stick to the seal. Do you have any other ideas I can try to get a reliable, clean release from the seal? Yes, so let me explain a little bit what's going on, maybe why this is happening. Most seals, not all of them, are going to be made of brass or some other kind of metal. Brass works really well, but the downfall that you have with really any kind of metal, but especially brass, is that it's going to heat up, especially if you're doing more than one seal in a row. But if you're, it's hard to say based on your technique, but when I do a seal, I use a torch, so a handheld torch, to try to get it really hot. Do I have my torch here? It's at home. Darn it, because I was using seals at home. I don't have it here. But I use a handheld torch, like a handheld camping butane torch. That works really well. They're like $6 at Home Depot. Really good investment if you're going to be doing any significant degree of sealing wax. This is my own handle, by the way. I made this, just in case you're wondering, like, where did I get that handle? I made it. So you can get the wood from the Holy Land, and you can turn it yourself if you want one, because I don't have time. But anyway, the seal is really cool. So when you are going to do the seal, what I like to do is I like to heat it up, pour the wax on, and then I don't leave it in there for long. Once you get the initial seal, you can pretty much pull it back out. If you're leaving it in there for more than like a couple of seconds, that hot wax is heating up the brass on your seal. And that's when you run into problems. So if you have a hot seal, it's going to stick to it more. The wax is going to stick more. So I find that the best trick to get a clean, crisp seal is to take an ice pack, like, you know, the kind of ice pack you would grab out of the fridge, especially if you have one of those like gel type ice packs that you can really like get good contact on the seal. But, you know, the ones that are like hard plastic ice packs don't work quite as well, but even still, if you leave it on there for a while, it'll get it cold after a while. So just leave this on an ice pack for like 5-10 minutes before you're going to do your wax sealing. It's kind of annoying if you're only doing one wax seal, but if you're going to, especially if you're going to do a series, leave it on there, get it nice and cool, do your seal, and you'll notice a huge difference in the crispness of it. Especially if you're doing multiple seals in a row, putting it on the ice pack is going to be key, because when you're doing one seal after another, by like the third, fourth, fifth seal, that wax is going to start to stick to it like crazy, because that seal is going to get hot. So having it cool in the first place, but then putting it back on the ice pack in between when you're doing your seals and prepping and stuff like that is going to help tremendously to give you the best seals possible.